Hello folks, this is Jeff with the Junkyard Kid channel, and today we're going to be talking about a 505 cubic inch Big Block Mopar that we built here at J&J Repair and Restoration. Just finished dynoing it here last Thursday, and we will show you the engine, have a couple dyno pulls that were made with it that I will show you, and then talk about the results that it made. So first step is let's go take a look at the engine and I'll give you some details on that. So here's the engine. As you can see, we got the aluminum trick flow heads. They're the 240cc version. Also have the trick flow, I believe it's called the track heat, hydraulic roller camshaft and lifter combination. Intake is a Holley Street Dominator. I'm thinking this probably could have made a bit more horsepower if we'd have put like an Edelbrock Victor or something similar. But this is going in that purple 70 Road Runner that you may have seen a video or two on. And the customer wants to keep the stock hood on it. So that may have limited us some. But once you find out the horsepower results, it wasn't too much. Or maybe it was, but it still made some pretty darn good power. As you can see, we got the manual transmission flywheel on there. It is getting a Tremec TKX 5-speed, so it's going to kind of be a best of the both worlds where you can just really roast the tires if you want. You put it in fifth and cruise down the road and just go down the road really nice. I don't know if I want to say make decent mileage, because with something like this, that's not a big deal. But it ain't going to be spinning at 2,800 RPMs at 70 miles an hour. Okay, so next, let's sit back and watch a couple of videos. Pull number 1 will be with an 850 Holley double pumper. Pull number 2 will be with a Holley Sniper unit, which is what this car will be having when it's leaving the shop here. Yeah, I didn't hear anything in the bottom or like detonation or nothing either. Yep. So first pull of the day. Right now we have an 850 Holley on it. This is the engine that goes in that 70 Road Runner we're working on. And it will be ran in the car with the Sniper EFI. This was kind of a baseline pull. We ran this already with this 850. So next step, once we see what we make for power here, just as a baseline, we're going to put the Sniper unit on, get it dialed in, and see what changes there are. Okay. So currently we have peak torque of 658 foot-pounds, corrected torque at 4,000. Man, that's 650 plus from 3,900 all the way up to 4,700. And peak horsepower just about 613. at 50, what was that? 5,500. Pretty good. Next step, put this on and get it dialed in. Sounded really nice and clean outside. An interesting thing too I noticed with the sniper setup as opposed to like I've watched when you got a carburetor and when you're at the end of the pole and then you back your throttle off, you always get that like puff of black smoke just from the richness. None of that.
Oh really?
Nope. Nope. So pole number 2 at 57 to 3,700 RPMs. And we are learning. And so is the sniper setup. Last pole, peak horsepower is just at 600. And now we are at 621. So our average horsepower on the first pole, 57 to 37, was 547. Average torque, 614. And now, once it crawls out of this antique printer that's still clicking along nicely, we have the average went from 547 to 563.
And it beat the carburetor.
Ooh.
Here's the carburetor right over.
And the average torque is now 632 opposed to 614.
It's carburetor.
And we've beat, yeah. I don't think this was our best pull with this one though, because I thought we had like a 620 range there.
We did,
Yeah.
a different day.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, on today. Yep, gotcha.
Today.
Yep. Consistency in the weather. So, does that mean the sniper is better than a well-tuned carburetor? No. But the 850 Holly was maybe just a wee bit small. Fun times. So now that we took a look at them videos, let's take a look at the dyno sheets and what this thing actually made for horsepower with the carburetor and then with the Holly sniper setup. First dyno sheet I have here is with the 850 double pumper. Yeah, it'd have been interesting to see what it made of the 350 CFM carburetor, huh? You might be surprised. Anyways, corrected horsepower, peak horsepower was just shy of 613. You can see 612.8 right there at 5,500 RPMs. And peak torque was 658 at 4,000 RPMs. Then we go over to with the sniper setup after making a few pulls to help it learn. Peak horsepower is almost 622. So we are just about 10 horsepower more. Peak torque is, get my phone lined up, 656. So a little bit less, but statistically that's not much of a difference. The one thing I did notice on this engine, it has nothing to do with it has a carburetor or EFI, like I got written here, insanely flat torque curve. This thing is going to pull like a freight train. We go to a previous dyno sheet where we did a 2500 to 4500 RPM pull with the Holly Sniper, and just take a look here. Even at 3000 RPMs, well heck, even at 2700 RPM, we're almost 550 foot-pounds of torque. At 3000, just about 600 foot-pounds. And it stays up and over that. We go to the 3700 to 5700. We are at over 600 foot-pounds of torque until 5500 RPMs. And we got that range there from 3800, and we look at this sheet here, 3800 to 5000, we're at over 630 foot-pounds of torque. A 650 pound average around from 3900 to 4800. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one to test drive, and if he wants to smoke the tires, it will easily do that, even though we have some pretty wide ones on there. So that pretty well wraps up this episode. Stay tuned, because coming up you will be seeing more progress on that Road Runner and other things we got going on in the shop, and whatever else I want to put on here car related. I got some other older videos I've taken through the years, and just stuff out in the east yard and the west yard. But this coming week, we will be getting that engine and transmission together for the Road Runner and getting it set in. I'd say by the end of next week, we'll have enough stuff have happened where we will have another what's happening in the shop video. So until next time, you guys all take it easy. Later.